What's up, guys? Welcome back in Kurt Magoosh Sports and Tony T. Tony, this last name will be impossible for me to say, but I'm going to do it anyway. Tony Tuioti. Wasn't very good, was it, guys? But Tony T. Tuioti is going to be, just call him Tony T. Is going to be the defensive line coach at Oregon, and Coach Tony, he's bolstered a rushing defense at Nebraska. It ranked in the top 60. I was surprised because I watched Nebraska's defense all year, and they've had really good linebacker play like Luke Reimer and JoJo Doman. Damian Daniels was a really good defensive lineman on Nebraska. I thought that they were really good against the run. I mean, Kenneth Walker didn't really hurt them against Ohio State. Nebraska's defense was really stout. And Tony Tuioti is his name. He's Tuioti. Sorry, Tony Tuioti. He's going to be he's from, I believe, he's from Hawaii. He was mentored at Hawaii. So looking at his resume here, he spent 3 years with the university, or he spent 2 years with Nebraska. He then was at Cal, and he was at Michigan, and he can recruit the West Coast. And oftentimes in Hawaii and Oregon and Washington, you get some tremendous football players on the defensive line, and it's a good hire by Dan Lanning because, again, you're recruiting a guy with West Coast ties and with Pacific Coast ties, like with Hawaii. And this guy, I believe, can add to – this guy is a defensive line expert. I believe he's going to be a really good recruiter. And Nebraska's run defense was really good. And then in 2016, I mean, Jim Harbaugh, he was with Jim Harbaugh. He's also spent time in the NFL with the Cleveland Browns. So he brings 20 years of experience to this defensive line. And I believe with Tosh Lupoi potentially on board, this is going to be a scheme that relies on the interior linemen, like really good nose tackle play, and it's going to, I believe it's going to be a 3-4, kind of what Jeremy Pruitt in Alabama did, and you're going to have linebackers such as Anthony Jennings, and you're going to have linebackers that are going to be coming in on the second level, and the interior guys are going to recruit some huge, like 330-pound, like nose tackles, like Danny Shelton and some of those Washington kids that you think about. You know, and they're gonna clog up the middle of the defense to stuff the run, and they're gonna make life easy for, you know, your Roquan Smiths, for your linebackers to come in and just make plays. So, you know, I really believe that in terms of leverage and in terms of coaching and recruiting D-line, that this hire is a really good hire. And I loved how Nebraska's defense was able to play. And a lot of times those defensive linemen won't get the recognition if in the second level the linebacker can go up and make a play and the linebacker gets all the shine. But really it was the interior D linemen that are clearing out, taking on double teams so that the linebackers can shoot the gaps and make splash plays and make big plays. So I really love this hire. Again, it is a hire that connects close to the Oregon roots, a guy who spent time in California. They're also trying to recruit Tosh Lupoi, who is a West Coast guy as well. So I'll make a video on Tosh coming up, and also some offensive line news as well. But in the words of Dan Lanning, you know, we're not going to sprint to get it wrong. We're going to walk to get it right, and that's exactly what Oregon is doing with this coaching staff. So I really like Tony T coming into the mix, and I believe for him and his family, I mean, it's a much more stable operation at Oregon right now. I mean, I'm a big Scott Frost fan. I believe that Scott can turn it around, but he gets closer to home, and also, I mean, the reality is Scott Frost, he's never made a bowl game at Nebraska, so it's a turbulent situation with the entire offensive staff leaving. I believe that Chinander, Barrett Ruud, they're going to find, somebody to be a really good D-line coach. The secondary play is really great at Nebraska. So the defense has been really solid under Chinander. So I believe that Nebraska is also going to figure it out as well for both parties. But I'm happy for Tony. And I think this is a strong move by Dan Lanning, a guy with 2 decades of experience coaching the defensive line.